Josette, Bobette, and her rabbit, Pepette, lived at number 9, Rue Lafayette, Paris. Josette adored Pepette and took her everywhere. But their favorite thing to do was cuddle on the window seat in the Bobette's great room. This great room was filled with fine art. A portrait of Josette's mère hung between paintings of Grand-mère and Grand-père. Underneath were paintings of the petite Bobettes, Jeannette, Juliette, and Josette. There was even a portrait of their snoodle Frisette. One day, Josette noticed something strange. There was no portrait of Pepette. "We must find an artist to paint your portrait," said Josette, "and it has to be special just like you." So the two friends set off to Montmartre, where the best artists in Paris painted. Eases filled the square amid the hustle and bustle of people rushing here, there, and everywhere. As soon as they turned the corner, a man in a sailor-striped shirt stopped them. "Those ears!" he cried. "Never have I seen such majestic ears. I must paint this rabbit's portrait." Josette noticed Pepette blushing. Her ears had never been called majestic before. "Magnifique," said Josette. "We are looking for an artist." The painter propped open his easel and filled his canvas with not one, but 2 button noses and 3 rabbit ears. When he finished, he waved his paintbrush in the air and declared his painting a masterpiece. "What do you think?" he asked. "It's nice," said Josette. "It's just that Pepette has only 1 nose and 2 ears." And Pepette had to agree. Just then a man with a moustache as wide as bicycle handlebars strolled by. "What a divine creature," he said, twirling the ends of Pepette's whiskers. "Please, I must paint the very essence of her rabbitness." Here, the man painted a most unusual portrait. "You like?" asked the painter, motioning to his canvas. Josette stood back. "It's imaginative," she said, trying to find just the right words. "But you painted Pepette quite well, Droopy," and Pepette had to agree. Moments later, another painter wandered by. He stopped in his tracks when he spotted Pepette, that nose like a faint star twinkling in a misty velvet night. As he bowed to Josette, a shock of black curls flopped over one eye. "May I paint your friend? My easel is across the square." "Pepette would like that," said Josette. "Certainly. This artist would paint just the right portrait," she thought. Pepette and Josette hopped through the square until they reached the painter's easel. More and more people gathered around and looked on as he painted a rabbit flying through the clouds. When he had finished, He admired his painting, one of my best works. I like the cloud, said Josette, but Pepette doesn't like to fly. She's scared of heights. And Pepette had to agree. That's rabbit, said another painter. He peered at Pepette through his round spectacles. What a colourful lady! Balloon blue, pansy pink, and radish red. Was he talking about Pepette? Wondered Josette. May I have the honour of showing the world her colours? Josette nodded. She was, after all, quite curious. When the painter had finished, he wiped his brow and revealed his work to Josette. Ta-da! The canvas was filled with splashes, dashes, and dots of bright colour. Josette considered the painting. It's awfully colourful, but Pepette isn't pink. Ah, yes, he said, but through art we can see the world any way we want. The sun was setting on Paris, and Josette knew it was time to head home. Merci, she said to the artist. It's been lovely meeting you, and Pepette had to agree. That evening at number 9, Rue Lafayette, Paris, Josette and Pepette cuddled on the window seat in the great room. Josette signed it. She had hoped that Pepette could have a portrait that showed her wonderfulness, with her soft grey ears that listened to her when she was sad, with her heart-shaped nose that twitched when she was thinking, and with her soft arms that held her tight. She had so wanted Pepette to have the perfect portrait. Suddenly, Josette realized what she had to do. She took out her paint and brushes and painted a picture as special as Pepette. It was the perfect portrait, and Pepette had to agree. The end.